unidentified flying objects.
What's up, heroes? I'm the House Ninja, superhero DJ and music producer, and also the host of the Producer Life podcast. This is part 3 of a special series that runs through December, where I'm interviewing the contestants for Emerald Summers Presents Base Battleground, an epic online DJ competition where DJs face head-to-head for cash prizes, fame, and glory every other week. This week we have B-Riel facing off against Alt Breaks starting at 4 p.m. this Sunday, July 10th. And I am joined today by B-Riel, freeform bass and dubstep DJ who is originally from Atlanta, Georgia. So welcome, B-Riel.
Hey, House Ninja. Thanks for having me on here.
It's going to be a good conversation. Looking forward to it. I can't wait to see your set this weekend. It should be a lot of fun. You started DJing just a couple of years ago, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. My now wife got me aboard after seeing how inspired I had been by the music and going and seeing it live, that she got me one for Christmas. And that was about 3 years ago now. And I've been grinding it ever since.
So you get this Christmas present, you unbox it. What was your first deck? It
was one of the starter decks for Pioneer, and it ran Serato. I can't freaking think of it right now because I've had like 4 boards. Unfortunately, I've had some very bad luck with them, but we're working steady now.
Okay, so how did you get started? Because we've got I know a lot of DJs and producers that are listening to this out there. How did you get your start?
Was so happen to be just straight up blessed. A lot of the local DJs in Savannah, I wanted to immerse myself in everything that they were doing. So I'd be the person to show up to every single show, anything that's happening. My face was there. I made it a point to do that so that I could become friends with these people, and then hopefully eventually have an opportunity to be able to play and perform for large crowds. And I have to thank a good bit of people. I'm not going to name them all right now, but there's a lot of good influence in Savannah that has formed me from going like this to this, because it gave me the confidence and just the love to keep wanting to go, and the inspiration.
Okay, nice. So showing up, supporting other people, and then they kind of helped you out and showed you the ropes.
I saw them and I said, I want to be like you. And I did it.
Okay, nice. Now, kind of back me into that. Your wife knew that you loved sort of the music scene. Where do you think that came from? How did you get your original interest in electronic music and your interest in this genre?
I gotcha, yeah. Well, it actually started early in high school. Of course, everybody that actually liked the music at the time was listening to Skrillex and Bass Nectar and all the big names at the time. And I was just sitting there on Pandora, like, listening to their music. And nobody liked the music, of course, at the time, because it was weird, and people don't like weird stuff at first. But it eventually came back around. I got out of the military and then met my wife. She actually had been a festival goer for a very long time at that point, and she wanted to take me and immerse me in that. And so about 3 or 4 years ago for Christmas, again, she got me and her tickets to Excision's tour. Had Monks, Liquid Stranger, Dion, all of it. That was like my first introduction to the scene, and I'm very thankful for that.
Okay,
So
Awesome. Sounds like
she's definitely been an anchor for my inspiration.
yeah, it sounds like it. Between buying your decks, buying your tickets, probably shows up to a lot of your events, I would assume.
Every single one.
Every single one. That's fantastic. Having that family support is so important. Now, you had a really big show recently alongside Easy Baked and Xenotype. Tell me about that. How did that go?
That was probably one of the greatest nights of my life because not only did I get to perform with some big artists, but like the whole night just went awesome. Like nothing was messed up, even though 1,000 things can get messed up in the process. It worked out. We ended up getting to do a back to back at the end of the show, so that was nuts in itself. If anybody's ever got the opportunity to play with a bigger name DJ and try and back to back at the end, definitely do it because they'll remember you better than they'll remember the people that were playing before them.
Now, you've also kind of recently started producing as well. Is that right?
Correct.
What DAW are you using?
We're using FL.
Okay, terrific. How'd you get into FL Studio?
Actually, my buddy Hunter, DJ HD, who's also in this competition, he actually gave me FL as a present, I guess. I mean, we work together with a lot of stuff. We've collabed on a few things. We're now hitting this Base Battleground together, and I'm glad he's here with me. He's from Savannah as well. But yeah, FL, that's what we use.
Okay, awesome. And you sort of one of your big releases so far has been your collaboration with Universal 877 Money.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that track and how it started and how that collaboration worked?
So me and my buddy Neuro were just messing around with some rap beats and we were trying to remix a song, and we actually ended up with something totally different. And I believe the song is "Go Get the Money" by Yo Gotti, but I couldn't find that for you.
Okay,
exactly. But
you've remixed it to the point where I can't really tell where the original starts and where the remix goes. So,
well, yeah. It's main just the words, just the chorus of the song is the only thing that we used for that. We couldn't get just a vocal sample, so we had to work with this music in the background and try and twist it, make it a little bit dubby. It was really fun, actually.
Now, you had a lot of experience doing live stream before you started helping out with Base Battlegrounds, right? You ran a collaborative live stream for a while with some friends in Savannah?
Yeah, actually, me and Hunter, DJ HD, we came together and figured out we wanted to call it Real HD and Company.
Okay.
And that way we would be able to bring people on and showcase themselves every week. We had, for like 3-4 months, we had a stream every week, and we just had people consistently coming on and showing what they got, or we'd have our friends come back and play a set with us, or we'd give them an hour, and then me and Hunter would play for an hour back to back, or he'd take it over if I've got something going on, or vice versa. It was really nice to be able to have two people running that. So if somebody else wasn't there, it could still go smoothly. But yeah, we had a good bit of, we had to jump through a lot of hoops to figure out how the whole streaming stuff went, especially because we started on Facebook, and Facebook likes to mute and monetize every little thing. So we had to go to Twitch and YouTube.
So before we talk a little bit about this weekend's Base Battlegrounds set, do you have any other big projects that you're working on as a DJ?
Well, here recently, I just have gotten back on a team, I guess. I just moved into my camper a year ago, actually, here coming up, and me and my wife got married and traveled for a little while, go see her parents and this and that. So I haven't really been able to start any projects, But now that I'm in a area that I can be creative, we've got, I guess you could say we've got a couple things that we're working on. Nothing's set in plan, but we're trying to, at some point, make a record label, but that's farther down the road.
So how did you get into Base Battleground? Tell me about, did you hear about it through DJHD or?
So yeah, actually, I went to one of their events at Iris. It's on the patio, and HD had been saying, dude, you got to meet these people. You got to meet Rose, Emerald Summers Presents. Like, these people are legit. And I'm like, I've heard that before. So finally, I got to meet Rose, and her and I instantly clicked. And I basically told her everything that I could do, or more or less that I could offer to the team. And I originally was not in the Base Battlegrounds competition, but somebody just recently pulled out of the competition. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, hey guys, can I join? As much as I like being behind the camera working it, like being in front of it as well.
Yeah. I think every DJ likes some of that attention of being in front of a crowd. It's a little different performing in front of a camera, but even then, Twitch is kind of its own unique thing where you're getting that feedback from the emojis and the audience participation. It's not quite as same as people being there in front of you on the rail, but it's cool too in its own way.
It's cool because you can actually react to your crowd. Like, so you can see what they're saying, you can communicate with them, and it's a whole lot easier than going and talking to somebody while they're playing, you know? They can just sit up, read it, and then respond on the microphone.
Yeah, KidKangs episode, I don't know if you saw that. That was 101. She's got a big Twitch following, and she really talked about sort of that community that she's built around her Twitch channel, which is awesome.
She was on top of that thing, man. She was getting it. She was having a lot of communication, a lot of feedback, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I think the thing that for me I liked most about her set is, especially with the camera being that close, you could see she really enjoyed what she was doing. Sometimes with a DJ, if you're out in a big crowd of 1,000 people, you can barely make them out on stage, but it was 100% apparent that she loved what she was doing, and I think that that really is contagious and makes a huge difference, especially on Twitch.
Yeah, I agree. She definitely had the energy for it. She has a very good vocal what's the word? Appearance?
Yeah. She handles the mic well, and obviously was very comfortable streaming. So tell me a little bit, without revealing too many of your secrets, tell me about your plans for your set this weekend. What can the audience and your opponent expect out of you this weekend?
Well, I will probably have to say it's going to be a lot of different genres, all up in the subgenre of EDM. I like to take it everywhere. Like to start off at a good medium. Like to bring up the tempo a little bit, bring it back down, make you feel weird, make you feel great, happy. It's a ride. It's a story. I believe when you build a good set, you're taking people on a ride, an emotional ride with you. And I feel like every DJ, even though you're supposed to be pleasing other people too, feel like you're not doing it right if you're not pleasing yourself as well.
Do you have a message for your opponent this weekend? Alt Breaks.
Yeah, man, Alt Breaks. I hope you come freaking swinging, man. I'm ready for this competition. I really am. The best man will win.
All right, best man will win. 4 p.m. Eastern on the Emerald Summers Presents Twitch channel. That's where everybody can find the competition. What about BRiel? Where can people find you online?
I've got Instagram and Facebook. It's B.Riel. It's RIEL. My Instagram is BRiel official 21. And those are my socials, yes.
Okay, terrific. And I'll have links for all of those on the show notes page at producerlifepodcast.com. This is going to be episode 103. And we'll, of course, be posting this video on my YouTube channel. I'll also have links at the bottom of that as well at youtube.com/House Ninja Music, one word. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And give your dog a scratch for me and say hi to your wife. And look forward to seeing your set this Sunday.
All righty, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.